Quincy edition of the podcast.
Yes, indeed. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Booyah, booyah. Yeah. We'll be discussing some Christmas and also Hanukkah traditions of ours and things we like to do and presents
And
and
Kwanzaa.
oh yeah. Do you know I don't even what do you know about Kwanzaa?
Um, so my favorite holiday, like, I have 3 favorite holiday movies, but we'll get into that later when we talk about holidays. But, like, one of my favorite,
What
or we can talk about it now.
I just asked
Yeah.
you what do you know about Kwanzaa and you started talking
No.
about
But this gets into it, okay?
Mhm.
So I'll talk about more of my favorite holiday movies and specials later.
Oh
But
my
one of the
God.
ones I used to watch as a kid it was like a Barney Christmas special. It was called Barney, A Christmas Star, and I watch it every year. And like the beginning of it, they like talk about all these different holiday traditions, so they can't
Oh.
be sued for just talking about Christmas. So, so they like go around this table, and there's like a Christmas tree, and then there's a menorah, and they sing a song about dreidels, and then
Oh.
there's a part where they go to like this candle thing. It's like the candle for Kwanzaa. And there was like this like black and red mat, and that's all I remember.
That is pretty interesting. Yeah, I personally do not know anything about Kwanzaa except it starts with a Q, and my name starts with a Q.
It does not. It starts with a K.
Is it really KW? I thought it was
Yeah, it's KW.
really Kwanzaa. Well, it starts with a K, and I was making a joke. So,
Well, you're not funny.
damn it. Anyway, yeah. We are recording this December 15th, which means Christmas is in 10 days, Katie. Do you got any Christmas plans? Do you celebrate? Do you celebrate Christmas? Or are you a non-Christmas celebrator?
Here's the story about that. So if you don't know me, this is just my whole life story. Just kidding.
Of course.
So I'm adopted, and my parents are, as usually Asian people are not Jewish. So I'm Jewish because I'm adopted. I don't know why I have to explain.
Oh my God.
Okay, anyway, I'm Jewish, and Jewish people celebrate Hanukkah, if you didn't know that. And that's like the 8 days of Hanukkah. I knew the story. Don't know it now. But I think Hanukkah's going on right now. It's like maybe the 5th day of Hanukkah, something like that. But basically, we celebrate Hanukkah, but we also celebrate Christmas. And I don't really know why. I guess it's like a tradition. Oh my God, I can hear an echo. It's like a tradition of my family, I guess. Because my dad, technically, like, he was raised Christian Catholic, and my mom was raised Jewish, but then he didn't, like, officially convert, but he is technically Jewish. And so I guess, like, I have 2 older siblings, so they just started celebrating Christmas then, I guess, as a tradition, and that's just how it's been with my family. So I celebrate both Christmas and Hanukkah.
Yeah.
So
it's actually
more Christmas than Hanukkah, but
yeah, it's funny in fact because our family does the same exact thing. We are Jewish, and we celebrate like Passover and Hanukkah, and we also celebrate Christmas. So yeah, some of the people I know have claimed that I am a quote-unquote bad Jew. However, this is far from the truth. My family is just like not as religious as some others. But yes, it is currently.
Hallie does stuff, but you just don't know it.
What?
Nothing. I don't want to roast you today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Please stop. You're crinkling. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway.
I mean, popcorn.
Yes, of course, of course. The perfect time to eat popcorn is during a podcast. Anyway,
But,
so yeah, that is the story with us. Do you normally like have any traditions that you do as Halloween? I mean, as Halloween as Christmas time comes around. Shut up.
you go first. I'm choking. I was drinking.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Okay. So yeah, my family's I can't speak today. My family's Christmas traditions generally are we have some relatives that live in New York, and our grandma lived in Washington, D.C. So she would fly from Washington, D.C., and our aunt, uncle, and cousin would fly from New York to our house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cousin Talia, and we would celebrate Christmas together. And actually, a funny thing that we did is because my aunt and uncle are musicians, they I think they like were busy the day before Christmas generally. So they would actually arrive. I think they flew on Christmas and they would arrive like late afternoon or nighttime on Christmas Day. So we actually celebrate Christmas a day late generally on December 26th. So that we can do it in the morning because that's more fun. Um, and yeah, we have a nice family. We got 9 people all giving each other gifts. It's very fun times, very cute. Um, yeah. Uh, Actually, fun story. When this was probably many more years ago now, but the kids knew that Santa was not real. All right, we knew from a very young age, but we wanted to prove to the parents because they kept saying, "Oh no, Santa's real," and we were like, "No, we're gonna catch you guys in the act of putting out the presents." So probably when I was like, yeah, it was very funny. So when I was like 8, we all were like, okay, guys, we're gonna stay up all night until we find them. And we had this, I don't know what it's called, not a kaleidoscope. It's a thing where you can look at it and then it will show you like what's looking 90 degrees. Do you know what that's called? Where you like look at something and then it, what?
Didn't you like set up a camera one year?
Yeah. So the first year that we did it, we all were like, okay, we're gonna stay up on shifts, and we're gonna look through this thing that is gonna, it's gonna. We were all in one room, and we were gonna look through this thing out of a doorway, which would then show the reflection of the living room through a door. It was a very elaborate system. And that totally failed. I think we all just fell asleep. And then we tried in later years, and then the first year I tried it. It didn't work because I think the cameras died. I've done this quite a few years actually. But the second year I tried it, I set up cameras all over the place. And I think all of them died but one. And that one, I woke up in the morning pretty early. I went over to it. I ran over to it. It was still recording. I stopped the recording. And then I watched it back. And I saw my mom hiding the presents by the Christmas tree. And I was like, haha, this is proof. And now it's become a tradition that each year I hide cameras.
You should call it a trigger warning for like kids.
If
So
you're
they
a
don't listen to
if you're a little kid, Christmas is amazing and Santa is very real. This is all a hypothetical scenario. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, now like from years since, it's tradition that I hide as many cameras as I can in the room, and my mom tries to find them so that she's not caught on video hiding the presents. So one year she actually ended up getting all of the cameras, but this last year I got her again. So, ha 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 ha. But yeah, that's a fun tradition of ours.
So, okay, anyway, I don't really have like any Christmas traditions, I guess. I mean, movies, but I'll get to that later. But we like make um, Christmas cookies for Santa, who is very real,
Oh.
and carrots for the reindeer.
You make carrot?
I feel like that's
How do you make carrots?
we fried carrots. Okay,
Oh my.
fried carrots.
Okay.
Moving on before you rudely interrupted me.
Sorry.
We don't really have any Christmas traditions. Oh, okay. Usually, like, if my mom doesn't want to make like a Christmas meal, because usually, like, most families have like a Christmas like meal on Christmas Day.
They
Get
do?
dinner. Usually, we just get like Chinese food because I feel like that's become a like. I think that's like a stereotypical like Jewish thing to do on Christmas, like to go to the movies and get Chinese food because Jewish people don't celebrate Christmas, but we do. But we do it anyway. So funny. Ha ha ha!
That is
Bring on
very
my
interesting.
Christmas song. Oh my god.
I didn't even know that a Christmas dinner was a thing.
Yeah, like Christmas. Well, you have like Christmas Eve dinner and Christmas Day dinner.
Really? I think we just have normal meals, but I don't know.
Well, family is
awesome. You said
I
awesome.
remember I had a holiday meal at your house once.
Oh, did you?
So you do have holiday meals.
Oh. Okay. Fine. Fine.
Yeah, no, I have Passover at your
Passover is not the equivalent of Christmas, I will say.
That is
Questionable, but I'll let it slide. But yeah, speaking of Christmas, since that is what we're talking about, I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, well, I was gonna ask, do you have any fun Hanukkah traditions, since you also celebrate Hanukkah?
I mean, usually we'll go to like my grandparents' house,
That's
and
nice.
my cousins who live in Oakland come
Yeah.
down, and we eat. So my cousins are all vegetarian. I don't know why I had to say that, but we'll all have like a nice Hanukkah meal, latkes and
Nice.
chicken for the people that eat meat, and weird vegetarian meals. This is kind of slightly off topic, and I hope none of my family is listening to this because they would actually murder me.
Oh no.
But my family is so freaking picky, and it's really weird. Like, whenever we have like family meals together, no one eats normally. Like, my little sister Sophie, the only thing, oh, she could probably hear me. The only thing she eats is like waffles, chicken nuggets, like cereal, and like pancakes. That's like all she eats.
That is wonderful.
Like fruit, some fruit. But then my cousins, literally, okay, my cousin Gaby, who is my age, she's even older than me. Like every time, especially Hanukkah, the only thing he'll eat is like buttered noodles. And I guess that's like a thing for people that are really picky. They only eat noodles or like waffles, like my sister. But fun tradition for Hanukkah is that my cousins, since they just eat whatever is in the trash can, I don't know, they always ignore everything my grandma makes to eat, and they just, there's like this taqueria place right next to, I guess it's kind of near like Happy Donuts. It's called El Grulesque Taqueria. And they'll just go there and get burritos and then eat them at dinner.
That's so
like after
funny.
my grandma made like an entire meal for everyone.
Yeah.
And latkes. But I think that's always funny. So
Nice.
and we put dreidel and I get chocolate and we get Hanukkah presents. Yeah. Fun traditions.
Yeah. It sounds quite nice. Yeah, we do similar things. I mean, we don't have the whole family debacle thing. Yeah, we light the candles. That's actually very funny because my Anyway, never mind. But yeah, lighting.
Wait, what?
Oh, just it's funny because like lighting the candles is a big thing in our house because our menorah. It's like hard to get the candles in securely into the menorah. Um, so like it's a big. It's like sort of tricky to light. To like set up to light the candles and everything. And it's just funny. The goings on when that happens. But yeah, and then we used to sing songs, but we don't sing Hanukkah songs anymore. I'm hoping that we'll play dreidel this year actually, because we haven't done that in a long time. But yeah, we say a few prayers, and then we eat.
Oh Hanukkah,
Come
it's
light the
someone.
menorah. Hello, someone. What's up?
You guys recording Fools R Us? Not
Yeah.
Fools R Us, sorry.
Yes, we are.
Wait. Before you leave, tell us about your holiday Christmas traditions.
Oh yeah.
Am I gonna be on the podcast, question mark?
Yes.
Okay. I don't do anything.
What?
If you didn't catch that, he says he doesn't do anything, which I already knew, which is why I found it funny that you asked.
I
Yeah.
know that. I'm not friends with someone. Just
Ooh,
kidding.
what an L. But yeah. So I mean, some people don't do anything, and that's totally cool. But I will say, Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. So yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. What do we want to talk about next? There's so much. I feel like there's so many different parts of Christmas and the holiday season, that we can get into. Do you guys normally? Here's something that I'm actually curious about. Because some of my friends do different things. Those that celebrate Christmas. Christmas tree. Question mark. ...
So usually up until maybe I was like 13, we always would get like a real tree. I mean, I lived in Colorado, until I was like 9, and so we would always get like a giant tree because we lived in like a really big house in
Wow.
Colorado. So there are so many like Christmas tree farms around us, so it was like easy for us to do that. But like now I live in an apartment, but like
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to find a real tree. So starting when I was like maybe 12 or 13, we like bought a fake tree.
Okay.
Because like also, I mean, it's like good for the environment because you can use that like how many years and you're not like cutting down trees
Sure.
for
Yeah.
like way to have for like 2 weeks. Or like however long. And so we have a fake tree now. We usually decorate it. We put it up like 3 weeks ago, and we just haven't decorated it yet.
That's so funny.
Which is kind of funny because like none of my family members do anything. They're all home. But like I'm the one who like motivates us to do things, and I've been at work like every single day for the last like couple weeks.
Yeah.
And so I've not decorated it yet, but
You got
hopefully that
time.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah, for us, we actually do normally buy a tree because I think it's tradition, for my mom and my grandma to buy a tree, and they're very particular, in like trying to pick the best tree they can find. So it often takes them like up like half an hour to an hour to like just like looking around for a tree, which I guess is not long for some people. But yeah, and then so we normally buy it like only a few days before Christmas, and then we decorate it, I think Christmas Eve. And like it's a fun family thing. We have so many different different ornaments. So our tree looks like both an absolute mess, but it also looks, I don't know, I think it looks quite pretty, even though it's just like full of different ornaments and everything.
I like your tree, from what I
Yeah.
remember.
Here, I'll put a picture of my tree, and you can put a picture of your tree if you want to send me one. But yeah, I was gonna say, I've been to a Christmas tree farm once, a few years ago, and it was actually super cool. We just like walked around, we found a tree that we liked, and then I think my mom just like gave me a saw and was like, "Okay, have at it," and like Xander and I sawed down the whole tree, and it was pretty cool. So I hope that we can do that again because that was quite fun. In many years ago, I think this was when my grandmother was a kid. They would, or maybe it was when my mom was a kid. I'm not sure. They would put candles as ornaments in their tree. I don't know how that works exactly, but they did that. And then one day, or like the one morning, I assume Christmas morning, they woke up and their tree was on fire, and I don't remember if I think it damaged their living space too, because like they're open flame candles on a tree. So like, so then that happened, and then they just continued to do it the next year, and I find that story very funny. Yeah. Christmas traditions. I'm glad that we don't keep that one though.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I think now we should talk about my favorite part of Christmas and the holidays.
Yes.
Is the movies and like TV specials, because like I feel like there's so many different holiday movies that like weave into like Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
So are there any like standout movies or like TV specials you watched as a kid growing up?
Well, my family is not like a big TV, like watching what's actually on TV. So because of that, we haven't seen like a lot of seasonal television, I want to say. I'm trying to think. I can't really think of any particular Christmas time things that we've seen. I mean, like the first when I think of Christmas movie, the first and right now the only thing that pops to mind is Elf. And I've never seen Elf. So, yeah, I can't think of any other Christmas movies. This is so, oh, no, The Grinch. The Grinch. We have seen a few I think there's more than one, right? Of the Grinch movies.
Yeah.
Those are quite fun. But other than that, I can't think of any Christmas TV that we've seen. What about you?
Well, I don't know if anyone knows this, but like, my family is or at least me and my dad and my sister are very, like, I grew up in a very, like, pop culture-y, like, TV-centered, like, environment, because my dad is a huge movie and, like, TV buff, and honestly, it was probably bad for me growing up to watch that much TV, but hey, I'm not that crazy growing up, because I know, like, your family, you guys, like, the way you bonded with like board games and like scavenger hunt things, like fun things like that. But, like for me, it was like watching movies with my parents, or also not with my parents. But so I have like a whole list of holiday movies that I keep on my phone every year. That these are just like ones I grew up watching, and I still watch to this day. A lot of them aren't like traditional like holiday movies. Like, when you think of Christmas movies, you think of like Elf and The Grinch. I mean, I've watched The Grinch. I haven't watched Elf either, but I mean, a lot of the things I watch are just like for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah.
Aren't like traditional like movies you think of. So I have like 10 that I will share out of my list of like 30.
Yes,
this is the Katie's Movies segment.
Woo.
We can do a fun or just kidding. Okay. So my top Christmas movie is Eloise at Christmas Time. Also, I will send you pictures of every single one of these so you can like put it in.
Oh my God. Okay. That's fun.
Basically, if you've heard of like the book series like Eloise in the Hotel or whatever, it's like a live action movie with like not Meryl Streep, Julie Andrews. Like, it's fantastic. It's like it's horrible, but yet it's great. So that's why I like it. I'm not gonna get into
Wait. I just remembered one other Christmas movie. Scrooge. Or, wait, is it Scrooge? No, Scrooge, right?
You mean Christmas Carol?
The
You mean the
Muppet.
Christmas Carol?
The Muppet one with the Scrooge.
Yeah, Muppets the Christmas Carol.
Oh, okay. Yes, that one. We've seen that one. Anyway, continue, sorry.
I don't like that one. Okay, never mind. Second one, as I previously said, Barney, A Christmas Star. Basically, like in the town of wherever Barney lives, they have like this giant like Christmas tree celebration, and they have this like special star, and it's like in this attic somewhere, and they lose it. So all the kids are like trying to find it, and best movie ever.
That's hilarious.
I don't want to spoil it. There's a Hanukkah movie. It's called, and I'm going to insert all of these. It's called, also, you should watch all of these, not because it will make me happy, because it will make your family happy, and it will bring you holiday cheer. So this is my recommendation, everybody, okay? This is a Hanukkah movie. This is, I don't actually know what it's called. Let me search it. I think it's called a Lamb Chop Hanukkah.
Okay.
Lamb Chops Hanukkah. So it's like this special. If Sherry Lewis, if you know who that is, but I don't think anyone watching this knows who that is. But it's like this special like TV movie thing, and they have one for Passover too. But it's like about these 3 puppets, and then this like old woman. Fantastic! I love it. I watch it every year. I haven't watched it yet, but get to that. Let me speed through this. Okay. The Santa Claus movies. There are like 3 of them with Tim Allen. Best movies ever. Okay. I said Eloise. Oh. If you know me at all, you know I love the Wiggles. The Wiggles was like my shit. Bad word. With my beep in like old days, my childhood. I love them. But they have a Christmas special.
Katie. I know you, and I've never heard of the Wiggles.
What the? Have you not heard of the Wiggles? Do you not know who the Wiggles are?
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
The Wiggles are an Australian like children's pop group of these 4 like middle-aged men. Greg. Wait.
This is horrible.
Their names are Greg, Murray, Jeff, and Anthony, and they were like this huge hit sensation in Australia, and then they moved here. Like they started in like maybe 1990s. How have you not heard of the Wiggles?
I don't know. They sound just like a worse Teletubbies to me.
Now I'm sending you a picture of the Wiggles right now.
Oh my god.
But
Okay.
we're just like the Wiggles. Honestly, this is another podcast for another time. But like,
Katie,
Wiggles
we will never be discussing the
inspired-
Wiggles on podcast again. I'm just letting you know.
The Wiggles inspire me so much. Like I look up to the Wiggles.
Are you
Because they're
serious?
able to entertain children, like they're able to entertain and educate children. And that's
Okay.
and they have like a bunch of specials, but they have a Christmas special. And
Okay.
I'm sending you a picture in everyone's cup of tea, which I meant to DM you, but whatever.
Yeah, never seen that, but interesting.
I actually hate you. Okay. And then a couple more. We got Curious George, A Very Monkey Christmas. Love that. We got Shrek the Halls, which is
What?
the Shrek movies, but it's like a Christmas special.
Oh my god.
And we also got the Nutcracker, the Barbie version.
You watched the... Okay. I'm not... Okay. Okay.
I have watched too much TV. I'm going crazy.
Nutcracker, the Barbie edition. Oh my god.
So good.
Okay.
I hate you.
I'll
I
take
hate
your
you.
word. I'll take your word for it.
As the guy who hasn't watched any of these, we should have like
Fair
a
enough.
movie marathon. Yes.
Maybe. I don't know if I want to watch the Nutcracker. What's it called?
You don't need to watch that. Let's just watch the Wiggles.
Maybe.
And the Backyard Against Christmas special. I'll put that on there.
There's a... What? See, I've watched some of the shows you've said, but I just didn't know there was a Christmas special for a lot of them.
Or maybe it's not a special, but it's like an episode.
Hmm.
It's where they're all elves and they like use like socks.
I don't remember, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a no.
It is indeed. Well, all right. I like the list. I like the list. Sounds like you have a lot of watching ahead of you, but it sounds quite fun as well. Yeah. So, that brings us to our next segment, which can be discussing. Do we want to talk about Christmas presents? Because that's a pretty big part of Christmas.
No.
No, we don't. Katie, what do you normally give people for Christmas presents?
My God, I can tell you what I got for my family.
Yeah.
Really, I don't give people presents because I'm broke. Usually I like write a nice note or something. This year, I actually got presents, and I will insert pictures of all the presents I got from my family. Basically, I'm working now, so I have money, so I bought people things.
Very
But
kind.
the most important thing I got... Oh my God, it fell out!
I don't know if you heard it, but that was Katie just swearing in the background.
Okay, well, you can mute me. Okay, are you looking at my camera?
Oh, I
On my
see.
camera, okay. It's this Darth Vader. It fell out. It's this like Darth Vader charging cable thing. So you like put your phone on here.
Oh my God.
Like, no.
It seems
This
like
is
not a
for
very
my
good
dad.
product.
What?
Whoa, and so it charges?
Yeah, and they're like charges through his butthole or something.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is for my dad because I don't even know why I bought this for him. And then I bought Sophie. Oh my God, she's literally here. It's like, okay, it's basically for a hat. It's this like curvy hat.
Oh my
We don't have
God.
a hat, but I'm still giving it to her. So
You're giving her a cat product and you don't own a cat? Oh my God.
you can put it on one of her stuffed animals. I'm sure it'd fit.
Okay, fair enough. That's very cute. I like it.
Usually, I just get like cute like stocking stuffer things.
Yeah.
Do you get your family?
Yeah, so I'm actually more on the, okay, so I'm not an artistic person, but I suck at, like, trying to think of something to buy or finding something to buy my family, so I almost always make them things, which I'm sure they totally appreciate, but in the past, some of the things I have made are, last year, I made a pretty cool sort of, not exactly abstract art, but a cool painting, which I'll show, from my grandma. It has an O on it for Oma. And I made some very cool plates out of, I don't even know, it was some weird dye, but it made these plates with super cool patterns. And I gave those to my aunt and uncle. What else did I give? I don't remember. But like in the past, some of the things I've given are, I made my dad a little puzzle out of these wooden cubes. I actually made a spoof of a board game for Xander one year. That was the first like cards I ever made. So I almost always go the homemade route, which takes longer, but it's always more fun for me than trying to find something online and then
I think
yeah.
like making something homemade is like, I think it like really shows that you appreciate the person.
Yeah.
I'm just not like artistic. So.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I would write like nice cards. The thing is, we all like open presents right in front of each other, and I don't really want to write like a super nice card and then have someone read it out loud in front of the rest of our family, because our family is like, I don't know what the right word is. We're very we're a sarcastic family, one could say, where we have a very enthusiastic mother, and then our dad and the siblings are like we're like low energy and not I can't think of what the word is, but we always have very mocking type humor. So it doesn't create for an environment where like you would normally write a very sweet card, which I'm fine with. I like our family environment, but yeah. But yeah, it's very fun making Christmas presents, I would say. Well, I currently don't have any Christmas presents planned for any of my family members. But Katie and I actually made a list. We actually played we played Concentration 64 back and forth, and we came up with a list of 50 Christmas present items, where if you can't think of a Christmas present, resort to any of these 50 items. And
We did?
What?
We did?
Yes, we did make a list of 50. Did you forget?
Who are you?
Oh my god, guys. Katie has a concussion.
I have amnesia.
What's amnesia? I forgot.
I hate you.
Okay.
Fun fact. I did have a concussion.
Yes, I know, it was very sad. But she is doing well now, guys. I think.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Best time of my life was when I had my concussion.
Ooh,
Okay, I'm not talking about this anymore.
Okay. Do you want to bullet through the list of 50 items? We can just like go back and forth, and read them off. And
Sure.
yeah, these are if you're struggling to come up with any gifts and if you want to give your family gifts or friends gifts, these are a few things that you could do for them. Can you show me the list, because I
the screen share.
she refused to share the document with me, so she's.
I did. I shared it to your email.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that. Okay, let's go. Who wants to go first, me or you?
First.
Who?
You.
Okay. And we're not going to explain these unless one of us doesn't know what one of these items is, in which case we can ask. Okay. Number 1, family coupon book.
Earrings.
Soundtrack DVD of their favorite movie, aka Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Candles.
Food.
iPhone 12.
Doesn't have to be a 12. Headphones.
AirPods.
Stuffed animal.
Backpack.
Slippers.
Apple Watch.
Camera.
Microphone.
Musical instrument.
Weighted blanket.
What is a weighted blanket? Does that mean it's just heavy?
Yeah, basically, a lot of people who have, like, anxiety or, like, stuff like that, like, it's really helpful for them to get weighted blankets. So it's, like, it's just, like, heavier, but it feels like you're being tucked in, and it's, like, kind of, like, a safety thing, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense. Nintendo Switch.
A Spotify subscription.
She changed that. It's actually supposed to be like a Spotify playlist, like you create a playlist for someone else.
And subscription.
Well, it's sure. Nail polish.
Makeup.
Movie posters.
Books. Quincy, what is a book?
What is a book? A book is a thing that is a rectangle. No, it's actually a rectangular pyramid. What's the rectangular prism? And you open it and you read words on the pages.
That sounds stupid.
Well then you're calling my mom stupid because she gets us library books every year. So, yeah. Chapstick.
Wait, she gets you library books?
Mm-hmm. It's a wonderful gift.
Don't you have to return the book?
Yes, she's just trying to encourage us to read. It's very funny. Yeah. Chapstick.
School supplies.
Origami paper.
How to do origami book.
A gift card.
A subscription to Amazon Prime.
A winter coat.
Earmuffs, gloves, or a beanie.
Yes, beanies are awesome. A journal or a diary.
A DVD.
Pictures.
Scrapbook.
Pop socket.
Both pop sockets. Calendar.
Yeah, for calendar, I don't know. That might sound weird to you guys, but my mom makes family calendars. So
Oh
like,
my god, I love those!
yeah, they're very sweet. So it's like a bunch of pictures of the family, and then we use those calendars.
Also, I love how I act like I'm in your family, but I'm not.
You are an honorary member, Katie. Survivor buff.
See, what's a survivor buff?
Survivor buff is something that they hand out in Survivor, and basically you wear it to show like what tribe of Survivor you're on, I guess. And it's very cool, and it shows you're a Survivor fan if you have one. So yeah.
Okay. Homemade art.
Socks.
Lava lamp.
Pillow pet.
Coal.
You know, I've never gotten coal for someone, but I think that would be super fun. Just saying. Board games.
Frisbee.
Minecraft.
Snow globe.
Shoes.
Ties.
Toy. I would like to clarify that toy is Katie's idea. Very specific.
You can just get toys.
Okay, whatever.
Like, I don't know,
Hex bugs are cool.
Barbie.
Shoot the moon is cool. Not a Barbie.
Okay, and the last one is an online class.
Yeah. So yeah, we know this list is sort of random-ish, but
Weird.
these are some fun gifts that you can get for friends and family.
For friends that you don't see because it's Corona.
Yeah. Katie, has there ever been a favorite gift that you've ever received?
I don't know. I can't really think of anything.
Yeah. I guess it is sort of hard to think of like one gift. Is there a favorite gift you've ever given? You
Not
suck at
really.
this. Oh my god. Fine. Well, you know what? I tried. You don't have to have favorites. Yeah?
When I was 10, I got this doll, it was like, no Barbie, right? There's this, like, brand called, like, Monster High, which was, like,
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
it was, like, teenagers, but they're all monsters. And I was, like, obsessed with that when I was, like, in 4th grade. So I got one of those for Christmas, and it was, like, the best thing ever. Then I lost it.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
Period.
Yes. Period. I don't know the best gift I've ever gotten. I've gotten some pretty good gifts. My family's good at giving gifts. But yeah. Oh, actually, I wanted to talk about something before we go. We're nearing the end of the podcast, I'd say.
He has to play piano because he's a loser.
I do have to play piano pretty soon. This is true. But I wanted to talk to you about any secret Santas that you've been a part of, because I think that's a fun part of Christmas for not all, but some people. So have you been part of any secret Santas, Katie?
Yes.
Would you like to go into detail about them?
Okay, Quincy and I go to the same school, Pally High School.
What?
And basically, in our, like, theater class, we do, like, the upperclassmen theater classes, we do, like, a Secret Santa exchange every year. Quincy and I haven't been in the same theater class, but, like, we've taken the same one, so we've done the same things, but we just weren't in it together. But last year, we did a Secret Santa exchange, and I got my theater teacher, Mr. Shelby, and he got me, which I think is really hilarious. So basically, instead of, like, one big gift, it's like you sprinkle like gifts throughout like 3 weeks of like the last 3 weeks of school. And so like randomly you would just walk in and there would be like a present in the green room or on the stage, and it was like fun to see. I think the most fun part was like seeing people getting presents and stuff, and like what others would get for each other. And I don't know, I really like Secret Santa exchanges. It makes you feel like appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got my teacher some epic things, and he got me some epic things as well. Got me a Frozen Mad Waves book that I still have to this day.
That's awesome.
He also got me a mug of Shakespearean insults, because we learned Shakespeare in my class with him.
I like it. Yeah, I've been in 2 Secret Santas, I think. I was in one in freshman year. It was like a small group, which was fun. But I've actually been looking forward to the theater Secret Santa since freshman year, I believe.
What the?
It's been like the thing I'm most looked forward to in the whole class, actually.
Wait, really? That's so funny.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it just seems really awesome. I mean, like that was freshman year, and then I haven't looked forward to it as much, but like still definitely looking forward to it. Unfortunately, because of Corona, it was a little bit tough, but we did end up doing it, although we started it super late. So we're actually going to reveal after we get back to school who everyone has. But I'm having a blast with it. I've created this whole backstory for my person where...
Oh, yeah, Colin told me.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, it's super fun. And I am still waiting for my person, to give me anything. It's so sad.
Your person is me.
You're not in the class, Katie. Sorry.
I am.
Well, if you did have me, I would be a little bit sad that you hadn't gotten me anything yet. Just saying.
Well, I'm gonna get you a picture of a fish.
That is a wonderful...
No, I'll get you an actual fish.
I personally have never actually found anything that interesting about having a pet fish.
No, not like a pet fish. It's just like a raw, dead fish.
Oh, and you'll like leave that on my doorstep.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. I really hope you don't do that. Oh my god. Yikesers.
No, wait.
Yeah. Woo.
Salmon or like tuna?
I think salmon would be better. If you leave a salmon on your door.
I'll get you a raw salmon.
Maybe I'll see if I can get any pet stray cats to eat it or something.
Stray cats?
Yeah. Don't cats like love salmon? Is that not a thing?
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna give me a stray cat.
Oh, no. You're not cool enough for a cat. You know what I'd give you? I'd give you a miniature kendama. That's what you get. That's what you get for giving me.
Remember the kendama days? Oh my god, that's so funny.
The kendama days. How many years ago was that now? Like 4 or 5? I bet you people still do it. But yes, the kendama days were a weird time. I'm glad there's not... I feel like there haven't been any strange fads like the kendama or the fidget spinner fad. I don't know if fad is... TikTok, sure. But like that's different than kendama-ing, I feel. Or fidget spinners. I'm trying to think of other gifts. I think the coolest gifts that I can think of that I've given are the game to Xander, and then to explain the cube thing, because that was actually super fun to make. Basically, you have like 12 wooden cubes, and on each side of a cube you have part of a different puzzle. So it's actually 6 different, since the cube has 6 faces, basically you can create 6 different pictures with the 12 cubes, and it's super cool. And I modeled it I modeled it off of like an actual puzzle like that we have. But I would say Callie is what?
It's really cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I would say Callie's probably the best at gift giving though. She made yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I've ever. No, actually, I have gotten a gift from her. But
Yeah. She gave my dad a ventriloquist puppet once. She like made a ventriloquist puppet from scratch, and it's
What?
so cool. Yeah.
That's so
Wait.
funny.
Sorry, not a what am I saying? I meant a marionette. I meant
Like
a marionette.
a puppet? Oh.
Yeah, marionette. Actually, the same year that she made a marionette, I was like, oh, that's such a good idea. I wish I had thought of that. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to come up with my own idea. And it was also a puppet. It was just like a puppet that you put your hand in instead of a marionette, which was very hard to
Like
make.
a puppet?
Like what?
A hand puppet?
Yeah, a hand puppet versus a marionette's the thing that you have the wooden stick up top and then you can like make it walk around, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then I made a hand puppet, which turned out interestingly. Yeah.
I'll insert a picture right here.
Fine. I'll insert a picture of the marionette while I'm at it.
Yes.
But yeah, any other Christmas things that you do?
I cry every Christmas.
Oh, why?
Oh, I don't know. Something. Okay.
What?
Wait, basically, like every time there's a big holiday, there's always like one point in the day when I cry.
Huh.
And I don't know what. I don't know. Like, it's not about any like specific thing. I just like feel especially on my birthday. There's just like 10 minutes in the day. Like, even if I'm having like a fantastic day, I'll just like cry.
That's
for
so
no
interesting. I don't have that tendency, but I can appreciate it. Actually, speaking of birthdays, I think a lot of December birthday things can relate to this. If you have a birthday in December and you celebrate Christmas, which is that it sucks because I personally don't mind anymore, but when I was little, I minded, which is people always give you Christmas presents and they're like, oh, well, this is a Christmas and a birthday present because they're lazy. So you really just don't get any you don't get any birthday presents as a result.
I mean, your birthday is like a couple days after Christmas.
Yeah, but I feel like just people with December birthdays generally, it just gets grouped. So like for Christmas, we'll open presents, and then my birthday is 6 days later, and like when I get gifts for Christmas, everyone's like, oh yeah, this is also for your birthday, and I'm just like, okay. But I don't mind anymore. But when I was little, I'd be like, I don't like having a December birthday. I only get Christmas presents. So if you're a December birthday person, you might relate, or maybe it's just me.
Oh, I get that. Like, yeah, it's like grouped together, especially like distant relatives that send you like gift cards or whatever.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah. It's all right though. I don't mind. And also, I would say like even if I did get gifts on my birthday as well, that would just feel like an overload. Like I already feel overloaded a little bit because there's so many relatives that are giving gifts. And it's like, oh, I have to like do all this stuff. So I already feel like I'm very lucky with the gifts I get for Christmas. That it's like if I also had gifts for my birthday, I'd be like, that's not necessary. I'm happy already. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and with that, I think this is a perfect ending to the Fools Are Us Christmas special.
And not only the Fools Are Us Christmas special, but the end of Fools Are Us.
What the?
I'm just kidding. No. We'll have plenty of episodes coming soon. But yeah.
Hopefully the next time... Actually, no, I'm sure we're going to have another episode before this. But in the future, hopefully, will be Quincy in Palo Alto and me in New York.
Wow, pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh my god, my friends are gonna think I'm crazy. Oh no.
No. They'll be like, yo, who's this cool kid you're podcasting with? Oh, I should check out his YouTube channel.
Yes, I will tell all my friends about your YouTube channel.
Let's go.
Especially the ones that I'm in.
Shh, stop spoiling it, okay? Stop spoiling. Anyway, yes, we hope you enjoyed our Christmas special this year. Feel free to share any Christmas traditions that you may have. And
or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah.
Anything you celebrate. Winter solstice, anything.
Winter solstice? Is that a celebrated holiday?
Yeah, my mom's friends celebrate that.
Really? Huh. I learn something new every day. I didn't know that.
She's like a spiritual person.
Gotcha. That makes sense. But yeah. With that, have a wonderful Christmas.
Bye!
But you forget.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Do.
When I heard you tell me.
Oh my god, I can't. Oh, one last thing that I felt like sharing, or I feel like sharing. I actually have a Christmas tradition that I make a Christmas multi-track, so I might make one of those. Who knows? But that's a fun tradition. Anyway, with that,
Bye.
bye.